How's it going everyone, Ghost here with the best ever Valorant guide. I'll be explaining the basics of Valorant and do a brief run through of the maps, agents, and I'll provide some tips and tricks for new people. Valorant is a team based 5 vs 5 first person shooter. There are two teams, attackers and defenders. The attacker's objective is to kill the entire enemy team before the round ends or plant an explosive device called the spike on either A site, B site, or for some unholy reason in Haven's case, C site. The spike takes 4 seconds to plant, so once it has been planted on one of the sites, the objective of the attackers is to prevent the defenders from defusing the spike for 45 seconds until the spike detonates. The objective of the defenders is to spread themselves as equally as possible across the map to defend the sites from the attackers or to kill the entire enemy team before the round ends. If the spike is planted, the defenders need to rotate over to the site where the spike is planted and defuse it within 45 seconds of it being planted. You don't need to kill the entire enemy team to defuse the spike. For example, if one enemy is alive and 2 teammates are alive, one can defuse the spike while the other one covers the diffuser. It takes a total of 7 seconds to defuse the spike. There is a halfway checkpoint, so if you defuse it for 5 seconds then let go, the defusal point will be saved at the 3.5 checkpoint mark, so it will only take another 3.5 seconds to complete the defuse. Once a match is found, the game will take you to the agent selection screen, where you will have the opportunity to select an agent to use for the entire game. Newcomers will have the chance to select 5 already unlocked agents. Other agents can be unlocked by doing their contracts. Once everyone has selected an agent, you will be put into the buy phase, where you can move around, buy weapons and abilities, and set up areas to either defend or attack. When the buy phase ends, the round starts and each round goes for 100 seconds. In this time, players need to plant the spike or kill the enemy team before the timer ends. Each Valorant match is a first to 13 rounds with a win by 2, otherwise it goes into overtime. Now let's talk about the agents. Each agent has a specific role: controllers, initiators, sentinels, and duelists. Controllers are essentially agents that block vision with the use of smoke, so it reduces enemies from pushing through them. Initiators are mainly agents that blind other agents with flashes, or in Sova's case gain intel that allow the team to enter contested areas. The sentinels' purpose are for mainly defending sites or covering flanks. Duelists are basically self-sufficient agents that are supposed to push in for the teammates. Each agent also has a unique set of abilities. Every agent has 3 abilities that can be purchased during the buy phase, plus an ultimate ability that charges up with kills, deaths, plants, diffuses, or by collecting ultimate orbs. Now the maps. At the time of this video, Valorant currently has 5 maps: Bind, Split, Haven, Ascent, and Icebox, and each of these maps have their own gimmick to make it memorable. Bind has teleporters that allow agents and abilities to travel through the teleporters. Split has ropes to climb up and down. Pretty simple. Haven has 3 bomb sites, A, B, and C site, because why not? Ascent has doors you can open and close with switches to block off enemies, but the doors can be destroyed. And the most recent map Valorant has produced is Icebox. Icebox's gimmick is, well, it's pretty obvious. It's even in the name. It's obviously the shipping boxes. I mean, Icebox? Your eyes are decorations if you thought it was something else. That was a brief run through of the basics of Valorant, but you'll pick up some smaller details the more you play. Now some general tips that a lot of people don't do. It's important to coordinate with your team. This means don't instantly select agents. Talk about what you need and who you can play. It's also smart to have backup agents in case people do insta-lock agents. Also coordinate weapon buys so you won't be short on money, and coordinating what sites to attack or defend and what your plan for each round is. Another tip is to learn the agent's abilities and angles of each map, but that comes with time and experience of playing. Another tip is to always check corners to make sure no one is camping in a spot that is unsuspecting. So many people don't check corners or clear the bomb sites, so it's important to do so. Eventually you'll know where the most common camp spots are and develop game sense, which just comes from many hours of gameplay. And the last tip is to not get toxic and abuse your teammates. People play better if you encourage them and give them advice, not criticize them and put them down. So that's it for this Valorant guide. If you found this video helpful, consider liking and subscribing, and comment what other game guides you'd like to see. And I might do guides for each Valorant agent, giving a run through of their abilities and how to use them or counter them. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next video.